All right, an odd thing's going on today. There's this bright glowing yellow ball in the sky, and it's supposed to hit 20 degrees Celsius or about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's strange because a week ago it was snowing, and now it looks like summer. It's odd. Odd is the term that I'm going to use for it today. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into this here. The Vancouver Canucks and the Chicago Blackhawks. An old rivalry, one that existed in the mid-late 90s, got stoked again in the early 2010s, has definitely lost some of that fire over the last couple years. We'll see if this is a rivalry again in the near future. For now, it's a battle between two teams that are unlikely to make the playoffs, but the chances are better for Chicago than they are for Vancouver. Vancouver's 30, 32, and 10. They're in against the 32, 30, and 9 Chicago Blackhawks. Vancouver, of course, coming off of the shootout win last night. Watch for Chicago to come after them in the first, I'd say, 5-10 minutes of the game. If Vancouver can weather that, they might be able to eke out a win. 4-4-2 is the record in the last 10 for Vancouver. Of course, they won that game last night. Chicago, they're 6-4 in their last 10. They've won 5 in a row. So Chicago's really on a roll right now. And the scary thing with Chicago is it's not necessarily the big guns that are doing it every night. So the scoring is intimidating when it comes to Chicago right now. And we'll see if that's able to get them closer to the playoffs. Now, on the road, Vancouver's now 14, 19, and 5. At home, Chicago's 16, 13, and 6. If you're looking at goal differentials, Vancouver's a minus 27, Chicago's a minus 19, meaning they've allowed 19 more goals this year than they've scored. But that's a lot better than what it was a month ago. Now, scoring over their last 10 games, Bo Horvat, 3 goals, 3 assists. Josh Levo, 2 goals, 2 assists. Thank you, Toronto. Brock Besser, 2 goals, 7 assists. Jake Virtanen with a goal and an assist. Jay Beagle, a goal and an assist. Edler, 2 goals and an assist. Biega with a goal and 5 assists. On the Chicago side of things, Brendan Saad, 2 goals, 2 assists. Patrick Kane, 3 goals, 4 assists. Perlini, 8 goals, 2 assists for Brendan Perlini. He is a guy to watch tonight. Alex DeBrincat, 5 goals, 5 assists. Cahoon, a goal, 3 assists. Murphy, 2 goals, 2 assists. Guku has 3 assists for the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's take a look at goalies. All right, goaltenders, we've got confirmation on the Chicago side, not on the Vancouver side. This might be a spot where you throw in Demko. Considering some of the beatings that Chicago has put on Vancouver over the many years, though I don't know that I would throw a rookie in here. But you have to play him. He's on the roster. Markstrom's 4-2-2 in their last 10 with a .937 save percentage. Demko's 0-2 with an .880 save percentage. I do expect him here. Crawford's been confirmed 6-1-1 with a .917 save percentage. His backup doesn't really factor into this. Chicago is all in with Crawford. Crawford's numbers have gotten better. When he first came back, of course, his save percentage on the year was, I think, .902. That .917 is not bad. And his play has been a part of the reason that Chicago's gotten to where they are, which is getting closer to the right side of that playoff line. Definitely, there's some weakness in the top 8 in the West. Not like it was a month and a half ago, but still, that weakness is there. Next up, Vegas, San Jose. This could be a first-round matchup. And what a first-round matchup that would be. If it's Vegas and Calgary, though, it's a pretty solid matchup, too. Now, at 40, 27, and 5, the Vegas Golden Knights now have 85 points. By any standard, that is excellent for a second-year team in the NHL. And yet, they set the bar so high last year, it can be considered kind of coming down a little bit off of last year's high. 43, 21, and 8 is the record for the San Jose Sharks. They are off to an amazing season, but they're going to have a hard time. First, second round in the Pacific is going to be difficult for whoever ends up finishing second. First place team may have a little bit easier of a time of it, depending on who they get paired up against with that number 2 wildcard. But still, that fight for the division title is real, and San Jose wants it, although they and Calgary have both had their stumbles recently. Now on the Vegas side of things, they're 8-2 with two wins in a row. That being said, San Jose 7-3, but they've lost 2 in a row. I think this is going to be a close one. I really do. On the road, Vegas is 18-17-1. San Jose's 23-7-5. So their home record, despite the fact they've struggled in home, the last couple of home games, still a pretty good home record. Goal differential's a plus 20 for Vegas. It's a plus 36 for San Jose. Scoring over their last 10 games, Marchessault, 3 goals, 5 assists. Riley Smith, 4 goals, 6 assists. Stastny, 2 goals, 8 assists. Stone, 3 goals, 4 assists. Tuck, 3 goals, 4 assists as well. Braden McNabb has 2 goals. He had one of them last night. And Shea Theodore, 2 goals, 6 assists. On the San Jose side of things, Timo Meier, 6 goals, 3 assists. Hurdle, 3 goals, 5 assists. Thornton, 2 goals, 6 assists. LeBanc, 2 goals, 6 assists. Couture, 2 goals and 5 assists. Vlasic, a goal, 8 assists. And Tim Heed with a goal and 5 assists. Goaltending gets interesting here, doesn't it? Because Subban played last night. He's now 2-1 in their last 10 games with an .856 save percentage. Is Fleury going to be good to go tonight? They called up Legasse, so he wasn't good enough well enough, I should say, to be the backup last night. I don't know. We'll see what they do with goaltenders tonight for Vegas. We'll see. Does Legasse get another start at the NHL level? For San Jose, it's right, there was a delivery at the door, so I had to kind of pause and go deal with that. All right. On the San Jose side of things, of course, their goaltending has been an interesting story. Jones, 5-3 in their last 10 games with a .911 save percentage. Aaron Dell, 2-0-0, but .854 save percentage. So I expect Jones here because for San Jose, every game is kind of a chance to avoid playing these guys in the playoffs. But we'll see, right? Vegas kind of controls who they meet in the first round, kind of, sort of, if you look at it that way. But I don't think Vegas cares. The way they've been playing lately, I don't think they really care which team they meet, whether it's San Jose or Calgary. I think the team's confidence is really high right now. All right, that being said, moving along. Winnipeg. Yes, the Jets. I forgot to mention, it's not really key. Both of these series are tied at 1. So it's the last meeting between Vancouver and Chicago. It's the second last meeting between Vegas and San Jose before the end of the year. Now, when we talk about Winnipeg and LA, this is their last meeting of the year. And they've both won a game in this series between these two teams. 42-25-4 is the record for the Winnipeg Jets. 25-38-8 is the record for the LA Kings. Winnipeg is 5-5-0 with wins in their last 2, whereas LA's 2-6-2 and they've lost their last 2. On the road, the Winnipeg Jets are 18-16, so they really need to get that going. The LA Kings are 13-19-3. Their home record has not been good all year. Goal differential, Winnipeg's plus 32, LA's minus 59. So there's only a 91 goal difference between the two. Yeah. It's been a long year for LA, but are they able to play spoiler tonight? We'll see. On the Winnipeg side of things, over their last 10 games, Blake Wheeler, 8 goals, 8 assists. At one point this year, they were talking about Wheeler getting 100 points and how it was possible he wouldn't score 20 goals while scoring 100 points. Nobody in the NHL has ever done that. Wheeler's not going to be that guy this year. I don't know if he hits 100, but he's definitely got 20 goals. Connor, 3 goals, 3 assists. Ehlers, 2 goals, 3 assists. Matthew Perreault, 3 goals, 3 assists. Roslovic, 4 assists. Sherratt, 1 goal, 5 assists. And Tyler Myers, a goal and 3 assists for the Winnipeg Jets. On the LA side of things, Anze Kopitar, 3 goals, 3 assists. Dustin Brown, 5 goals, 2 assists. Brandon Leipzig, 3 goals, 2 assists for him. Carter, 3 assists. Austin Wagner with 2 goals and an assist. Doughty has 7 assists. And Walker has a goal and 2 assists in their last 10 games. On the goaltending side, no confirmation here. I expect Hellebuyck because every game's important. And yet, Brossoit's numbers, not bad. Over their last 10, Hellebuyck's 3-3 with a .916 save percentage. Brossoit's 2-2 with a .913 save percentage. So Winnipeg's in a holding pattern right now. I didn't mean to make that a flying metaphor comparison. Anyways, On the LA side, I expect Quick because they play Quick a ton. He's 2-5-1 in their last 10 with an .874 save percentage. Campbell is 0-1-1 with a .913 save percentage. So for LA, the games don't necessarily mean anything, but for the players, they do. And we'll see how they respond tonight with LA in or with Winnipeg in town. Winnipeg's key concern right now, of course, is winning the division and avoiding that 2-3 matchup. Every division seems to have that, where you're better off being first than having that 2-3 matchup. Everybody's afraid of that. Now, St. Louis and Dallas may very well be fighting it out for that number 3 spot right down to the very last moment. Maybe Minnesota gets back into it. So we'll see how everything ends up turning out, but Winnipeg's best interest, I would think, to win the division. Then at least you get home ice against Nashville in round 2 should you get there. Next up, last but not least, Arizona, who have won the one matchup these teams have had this year. They did. They won in Arizona. Tampa Bay. So they've already set records, team records. They are first in everything. So if there's a stat that you have in your head, yep. And then somebody's going, yeah, well, Chicago's number 1 in attendance. All right, fine, you got me. But on the ice, almost anything you're looking at, they're number 1. Now, penalty kill, I believe Arizona's still number 1, but power play, that's where Tampa's number 1. So we'll see how that turns out tonight. Now, Arizona's 36-30-6, which is the best record I can remember Arizona having for a long time. On the Tampa Bay side, they're 55-13-4. Now, over their last 10, Arizona's 6-3-1 with an overtime loss in their last game. Tampa's 8-2. They've only won 2 in a row, which is pedestrian by their standards. So they may run over Arizona tonight to try to get back to a 5 or 6 game winning streak. I'm only partly kidding. On the road, Arizona's 18-15-2, and at home, Tampa Bay's 36-2. Goal differentials, Arizona's a -5. Tampa Bay's a +93. Yeah, that's a 98 goal difference, and really Tampa Bay's goal differential would stand up against anybody in the NHL. That +93 is insane. Like when I hear people saying, they're just going to go out in the first round, they're just going to choke it away. I don't know. Like this has been a dominant season. This isn't just a team had a really good year and then they flamed out in the playoffs. This is dominant, and there isn't any one player responsible either. On the Arizona side, over their last 10 games, Clayton Keller has a goal and 5 assists. Hinostroza, 5 goals, 4 assists. Richardson, 4 goals, 2 assists. Galchenyuk with 3 goals. Garland with an assist. Ekman Larson, 4 goals, 5 assists. And Chychrun, a goal and 5 assists. And of course, if Arizona can go into Tampa tonight and get a win, that solidifies their playoffs positioning even further. Arizona fans can get ready for a Stanley Cup playoff appearance for the first time since 2012, I believe, should they win tonight in Tampa. On the Tampa Bay side of things, scoring in their last 10, Stamkos, 2 goals, 6 assists. Point with 3 goals, 6 assists. Kucherov, 5 goals and 12 assists for him. Killorn with 3 goals, 3 assists. Cirelli, 3 goals, 4 assists. Victor Hedman, 2 goals, 7 assists for him. McDonough, 2 goals and 3 assists. On the goaltending side of things, Kemper's 7-2-1 in his last 10 decisions with a .934 save percentage, which is odd because the team's 6-3-1. Since this is from the official NHL, I'm going to guess this should say 6-3-1. But I'll go with that .934 and say that's pretty darn accurate. Pickard doesn't have a record in their last 10, so .833 save percentage for him. In their last 10 for Tampa, Vasilevsky's 7-1 with a .922 save percentage. Yeah, that's insane. Demang is 1-1 with a .908 save percentage. So, yeah. Vasilevsky's been confirmed as a starter because Tampa Bay has no heart. They do not believe in taking their foot off the gas. And they also want to get Vasilevsky in enough games that voters will say, yep, he's going to win the Vezina. And so this is going to be a big test for Arizona. This is the biggest test they can get. Is that juggernaut that already has 114 points. Yeah. They're already into, I think they said, with 55 wins, I think there's only 12 teams that have ever had 55 wins. Yeah, they got 10 games left? Yeah, this is insane. So there you go. Arizona has a chance to go in and do something fun tonight, or Tampa Bay could just continue their run to history. Either way, that's your game of the night, boys and girls. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.